Welcome to the Firebelly Social Show. We're focused on talking to food and beverage brands that are on a mission to make the world better.
Duncan here, coming at you from the Firebelly Social Show, and I'm so excited to bring you these episodes. They're roundup episodes from Expo West, which is the heart and soul, the biggest show of food and beverage, and it's so exciting to be here. I've been able to interview some amazing founders and leaders and luminaries in both mission-driven and just in food and beverage in general, and I'm so excited for you to join us. Enjoy this episode. Hey everyone, so excited to be here with Sucker Punch Pickles, one of my favorite products. I was turned on to it by Eric Martindale, and then Jennifer at Sucker Punch sent me a whole bunch of product and I got addicted to it, and I'm here with Colin Long.
Hey, how's it going? It's good to see you.
You too. You know, it's nice when you make a real life connection from a LinkedIn connection. So
yeah, putting the face to the name always makes the difference there. Absolutely.
And you guys are doing some amazing things. You're pretty much turning the pickle industry on its head. Tell us a little bit about it.
We're trying to do pickles a little differently. For us, it's starts with a good cucumber, a seasonal blend that we use. So it's all about the quality of the cucumber, the brine that we use. So we have it for our pickle juice. We also have it for our jars of pickles, pickle pouches. But good quality cucumbers, good brine makes good pickles.
And I think the other thing is that even some of the products, like I love the little shots. I tend to cramp a lot when I run, and so I avoid running. And now I'm running without cramps a lot of the times.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, for us, marathon endurance athletes are a huge part of that, but we sell to like over 300 teams across the NFL, NBA, NHL. We were supplying Olympians in Paris here recently for the Olympics. It keeps the mental cramps away, keeps them hydrated, high performance, and a little shot. It's a great item.
And you also get some of the vital things that you need, vitamins and so on, back in the brine.
Yeah, so on our shots we put magnesium, calcium, and potassium in there for added electrolytes. So you don't just have your sodium, but you have your electrolyte salts as well.
One of the things I do is I get cravings for salt, and instead of going and eating potato chips, I just down a shot of Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's so funny how many people I talk to, they're like, oh, my wife, she was pregnant. She would just go to the fridge, grab the jar, and just chug the pickle juice out of there. Dehydration is, a thing. And a lot of people just go straight for the jar, but that's why we have the shots, we have the jars, even the pouches come with a shot of pickle juice in there, so you can have the snack and the shot as well.
How's the show been?
Show's been amazing. I mean, it's day one, it's early, but I've probably checked off half of who I needed to see already, which is a nice way to start. It's been super busy. I love coming back here. It's my 15th Expo, so it's always good to
15? What did you start when you were 10?
9, actually, yeah.
And any shout-outs?
Shout out Eric. Thank you so much for doing that. Everybody here at the Expo has been, wonderful. Thanks for you for coming by. And
we should give Gregory Willis a shout out. He's the CEO of Flavor Studio. Okay. He's an ultra marathon runner, and he should be turned on to Sucker Punch.
Yeah, hit us up. We'll send you out some product. We'll make sure that you run your marathons cramp-free.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Colin. I know you're really busy. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Have a great show. Appreciate it.
I'm so excited to be here with two friends, Rachel Klein and Brooke Vaughn. Brooke and I have known each other from back in the day. Rachel, how did we run into each other?
Just wandering through the show. This is how it goes. You wander and you're like, my friend.
Brooke, how's it going? Are you excited about your award?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
tell everyone about the award.
We are nominated. Well, we are next D finalists for our gluten-free cookie dough, and it's delicious, and I can't wait for everybody to try it, and that's why we're here. We're spreading cookie love at Expo West. So,
Rachel, tell a little bit about the company.
Okay, so Please and Thank You is a cookie cafe based in Louisville, Indianapolis, and Denver, Colorado. We became famous for the chocolate chip cookies, and now we're selling it in the frozen dessert category in these awesome tubes that comes pre-sliced, ready to bake. And our gluten-free is the one that's the next award finalist, but we also have our famous original, and it's truly the best chocolate chip cookie. It's European butter, Belgian chocolate, Kentucky milled flour, gluten-free flour, just good, simple chocolate chip cookies, which the world needs more of.
Amazing. What are you going to add?
I was going to add that we were USA Today's best cookie shop in America. So, the dough speaks for itself, but the brand, stop by a cafe if you're in one of our cities too.
That's amazing. When are the awards? Is that tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. Yep.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I'm glad to have you. We got to get you on a full podcast episode.
Let's do it.
So great to see you again, Duncan.
You too, everyone. Happy to be chilling with Gage Mitchell, my main man, modern species, brands for a better world, collaborator with so many different groups right now. It's crazy. And we have run into each other again.
Yeah, what's hot? What's hot? We're here in person, hanging out. It's exciting to see you and everybody else here.
I know.
Community's vibing.
And lots of people we know have been bumping into people. And Gage, what are you seeing in your research so far?
Oh my gosh, I was just trying to recap some trends, but I haven't seen anything like brand new, like, oh my God, all of a sudden this new category exploded. But I'm seeing a lot of categories that had started in the past few years just really maturing. Like, of course, everybody's about protein, but I was noticing in particular just a ton of whey protein, for example. But I just got done at the North Hall, and the best way I could describe it is melting pot. Just so many different cultures, so many different foods all coming together, represented right there in that hall. It's a beautiful place to walk through.
I know I was telling you earlier, Evil Snacks really stood out to me. The mushroom chips, and they're all oyster mushrooms, and then they've got like sweeter ones and savory ones. That's super cool. And the ube latte from Nara was really cool. And so, of course, there's an explosion, even more than last year, of dairy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are craving protein, but now it's like the battle of the proteins, like which one's going to win. I was talking to Tim Richards from Philosopher Foods, and he was telling me that his new pistachios, the fermented pistachios, obviously gut friendly because of the fermenting process, but more specifically, they're a complete protein, which I think he said is the only nut that's a complete protein. So you've got nuts, you've got things like lentils and beans, and then you've got the whey, and you've got the animal meats, and you got the tofus and things. So which protein is going to win at the end of the day? Yeah. I don't know. But right now it feels like whey is punching above its weight as far as the products I've seen.
Yeah, Tim Richards, Philosopher Foods, also had a pistachio butter, which is not fermented, which blew my mind. And it was also maybe the coolest outfit yesterday. He had a lab coat on with shorts, so it looked like he just had like a lab coat on as a dress. And he's the only one that could pull it off.
The first year I saw him rocking that, I thought he was just going to walk around and like flash us and then be wearing like some funky costume underneath, like some nut-based costume. But no, he's properly clothed underneath. Don't worry. It's still PG.
I will say, though, that I haven't been in B, C, D, or E yet, but I've been mostly in North Hall, and a lot of exciting stuff in North Hall, like probably the most excitement. A lot of the bigger brands are in this hall, but a lot of excitement in North Hall.
Yeah, I think a lot of the establishments, A through D, right, the brands that have been here for a long time, that have the money, that are maybe you're just coming to see something new from a familiar face. But the North Hall, and I would say the E Hall as well, kind of down below in the basements where all the fun, exciting, hot, new, up-and-coming challenger brands are. So that's where you see the trends emerging. Here's where you see, once they've proven the market fit and they have the dollars to get it, drop $500,000 on a expo presence, that's what you see A through D. So I'm excited to check out the up-and-coming folks, but I'm definitely still going to walk through A through D and just see what's hot. See what it's like fun to see what the marketing trends are, because they've got the money to do it and they've proven things out. They've tested stuff. So see what the messaging's like, see what the booth's like, see what the packaging's like, because they've got the resources to make big innovations there.
Yeah. Super cool also. We were in a friendly manner called out, Gage and I, as being content farmers. And you could say that's what we do.
Yeah. Some would say aura farming. Some might say content farming.
Whatever it is, we're here.
Be the judge.
We're here. Great to talk to you, my man. Any questions from you?
To you? I'm just curious. Yeah, so I'm here capturing content for lots of different folks. So I'm curious, what's the hottest trend that's kind of really grabbed you so far?
I don't know that there's a hot trend. I can give you some observations. As we were just saying, a lot of dairy with gelatos, ice cream sandwiches, just so many different things in the dairy space. And I saw a lot of tea yesterday. It was Hanuman tea. God, it must have been like 8 or 10 different teas yesterday. More coffee than tea yesterday in the organic marketplace.
Tea is popping right now because a lot of people, while we all love coffee and it's the most popular drink in the world, it's also has those big energy spikes and crashes, right? So a lot of people are pumped on tea for the L-theanines in there that give you a more smooth high. So I've also been seeing not just tea, but a lot of people shifting towards matcha in some way too. So consuming the whole leaf powdered also has extra health benefits. So I do love seeing the tea market grow. It's one of my favorite beverages to consume all day long.
Also, I remember from last year, Tamar, which is a date coffee. It's a blend of dates and coffee. It's really cool they're back. And also seeing dates in a lot more things this year.
Is it the actual date fruit or the date, like...
I think it's the seed.
It's the seed. Yeah, and maybe they roast that to have a coffee-like.
Yeah. I drank it last year. It was phenomenal. A lot more regenerative brands this year and a lot more farmer-led companies. So that's a really interesting thing.
Yeah, I feel like the regen movement at Expo started popping, like, when I say, was it 3 years ago maybe, is when you saw the first ROC logos starting to pop up at the show. But now you can't walk through the Fresh Ideas organic booth without seeing 30 different ROC logos. And even as I was walking through the North Hall, like, just so many regenerative, organic, certified products, which I love seeing because it's the future.
Any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to specific brands.
Or to people like Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie Lamont, Duncan, my brother from another agency over here.
Jordan Buckner from Food Bevy. I don't know if you're here, but if you are, shout out to you.
Yeah, he's not here, unfortunately. We saw Eric Martindale together.
Eric Martindale, Gregory Willis.
Yeah, I haven't bumped into some of the other LinkedIn fam yet, like Mark Samuels or Will Neitz or any of those folks yet. Have you?
Is Mark Samuels here?
I'm not sure. I would assume he's at least walking. I mean, doesn't he live in this area?
I think he does, yeah.
So,
well,
shame on him if he's not here.
Mark, Gage just called you out.
Busted.
Thank you so much, my brother. Always great to see you.
Good to see you. Cheers.
I literally just ran into Robert Cogan. What's up, Robert?
All sorts, Duncan. The legs are a little sore as usual, but hey, isn't that what Expo's all about?
You're representing Canada. He's representing a whole nation.
What the Melting Forest guys put on the badge.
Oh my gosh, that's right, because you're moving all their product in Canada, right?
Handling Canada, handling IQ Bar, except for Costco, Walmart, Amazon, because Will knows how to do Costco, Walmart, and Amazon.
What are you going to do? What are you seeing so far, Robert, that you're excited about?
Really excited about the fact that there's 30% of the exhibits here are first-timers. And that's really cool because that means that our business is in groundswell, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's the right way to say it. But what's also really cool is there's a really good vibe downstairs in Hall E. I had to go see a couple of exhibits over there in the North Hall and take the marathon 2-kilometer walk, but it was well worth it, Duncan. And you know what the best thing about that walk is? Right now, seeing you.
We ran into each other. Robert, I have to tell this story. We were doing a webinar with Jay Williams from, he's just like Freebird to me, from Jay Freebird, Eric Martindale, Jeff Litkowski, and who's the other guy on Drink Up? Why am I forgetting his name?
Adam.
No, the other one.
Adam and Sam.
Sam. I
was thinking of the other one.
Sam.
With Peter and Jeff.
Sam picked up the phone, Anderson, and Robert busted into the webinar and had some great points, but he just took over.
I took over.
We were messaging each other. It's like, what do we do? I was like,
some would say I know how to talk.
I was like, let him talk. He's having a good time.
Sometimes I go on for like a 10-minute segment and we just hang and it just flows.
Are you seeing any trends?
Well, you know what? There's the protein trend. But I think the trend is just more openness and a little more of a community support vibe, Duncan. It's been there's been some rough expos over the years, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I can't wait to see Eric Martindale. Is he here?
Eric Martindale is in the house.
I got to go text him.
Gregory Willis is in the house.
That's awesome. And you know who else is in the house? You!
Duncan Olney in the house. Great to see you, Robert, my man. Thank you for taking the time, brother.
Buddy, awesome.
This has been another episode of the Firebelly Social Show with your host, Duncan Olney. A big shout out to Firebelly Marketing for making all this possible. At Firebelly Marketing, we work with emerging small and medium-sized brands that are mission-driven and founder-driven to accelerate them on social, to drive retail velocity, to tell their story. Thank you, Firebelly Marketing, for sponsoring this. This has been an amazing opportunity and fun time to hang out with all these brands here at the heart and soul of food and beverage, Expo West. I'm so glad that you listened to this episode, and please listen to more episodes and help support our journey to illuminate the leaders and founders of food and beverage brands. Thank you again.
Thanks for listening to the Firebelly Social Show. We'll see you again next time, and be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.